What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Landeris, back at you with another video. Hey, this is going to be a question answered slash tip of the morning to you. Tip of the morning to you. It's going to be some tips within this. I didn't, if you subscribe to my channel, I talked about some of these things as far as advertising, trying to get new customers, what to do, things like that. But before I start on this question is from Davey T symbol dash j2r. That's Davey T symbol dash j2r. This tip of the morning to you is going to be really dedicated towards him from the question that he asked me. And I'm going to read it for you. It says, quick question. What did you do to get a full schedule for mowing 5 days a week during the season? This is my third year in the lawn care industry, and my big goal is to get a mowing route booked out for this year for mowing in Columbia, Missouri. I'm door knocking right now, but I don't know if that's the most efficient option. Please let me know, brother. All right. Gotcha. So before I even start, Davey T symbol, I advise you to go look at Jeff's Lawn and Landscaping. Jeff Lawn and Landscaping, number one. I advise you to take a look at LJ&J Lawn Care in Missouri. If you're not subscribed to him already, go over there to subscribe to him, subscribe to Jeff's Lawn and Landscaping, and subscribe to Gibson's Lawn Care. I would advise you to get their opinions too. Hit them up and ask them too, because they can give you more of a full-time schedule. I'm just keeping it real. A full-time schedule solo guy. They'll be able to let you in on what they do as full-time landscaper, lawn care professionals, okay? I'm going to only tell you my perspective of what I would do from the position that I'm in. And I have a job and I do the lawn care. So my schedule is not full like it should be. I'm not running it full-time, only thing that I'm doing, okay? Those guys that I just mentioned, that's what they're doing. That's what they do, 24/7, as far as they're running their 5 days a week, 4 days a week, whatever the case is. You need to actually get bits and pieces from everybody. But at the same time, the guys that I mentioned, they are in it for the haul, for the full-time, haul. So they might give you different avenues to go down because they're the ones that's doing it full-time like you're doing it. So like I said, to be honest with you, I'm doing lawn care. I got customers, but they probably have more than me because they're doing it full-time. I got to split my days up in the summer. So if you don't know, like I said, I work at the hospital every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. My schedule's difficult because I got to work everything out and stuff. I'm just not, when I run into tough situations like when it rains and things like that, that's why I have to limit myself as far as customer base, because like they said, if you're not in it full time, and you're trying to do both, one is going to suffer. You can't do two things and one not suffer more than the other. Same thing as you can't serve two gods. You know what I'm saying? You're going to serve one more than the other, right? So I'm trying to balance my situation, and that might not be in the situation that you're in. You're basically asking me a question, 5 days a week, this and that. I don't do lawn care 5 days a week. I do it 4 days a week, but I don't do it 5 days a week. And I don't have sometimes I don't have that wiggle room to do makeup days. And that's the con that I have when you're doing a full-time job and you're trying to run your business. The con is, I can't do like every lawn care guy does, as far as, they got makeup days that they could do. They could hit Saturday, and if they really have to, they can squeeze the Sunday in. I don't have that luxury, because I'm trying to juggle both. So that's my end. But I can probably help you out as far as what you're asking me, as far as trying to gain more customers. I could do that. But I just want you to have I just want you to be aware of my situation. So like I said, yes, I am solo, and yes, I do have customers, but my customers are limited. As a solo in my position, the most that I could do by myself comfortably, in my position that I'm in, with a job and then doing my lawn care, comfortably. And age plays a factor, things like that too, as far as, comfort zone and things like that. I comfortably can do 4 days a week. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 4 days a week. And I can comfortably, which I want to do comfortably, do 10 yards. I could push out. I done pushed out 17 yards before by myself, but that was pushing it, in a day. So that being said, I scale back, and I like to do between that 8 to 10, possibly pushing 12. So the most customers that I usually have, if I don't have anybody working with me, or, I don't hire somebody or get somebody to help me out, the comfort zone for me is like 47 people, 42-ish, between 42 to 47 people in my position, working 4 days a week, right? Working 4 days a week. That's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, because at the hospital I work every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 12-hour shifts. So those days are shot, and my schedule is always the same, right? So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, doing between 10 yards, every day, So when I need that makeup day, man, it's kind of pushing it. So if I got to make up, say for instance, it rains Tuesday, and I can't get my Tuesday route done, I got to cram all that into Saturday, what I didn't do. And then on top of that, try to get it'll push me back. So, those other days I might be doing 12, 15 yards, just trying to catch up. You know what I mean? So that's the thing on that. So I know, let me get to it. So I would say, for you to gain more customers, right? For you to gain more customers, keep doing what you're doing. As far as the door hangers, keep doing what you're doing. And you know how you have, other lawn care providers say, hey, when you get you a property on the block, you do you do five, you go to the next, you go 2 houses over, the next door neighbor, and then across the street you do 3 homes. So you're doing five door hangers, or you're going to door knock and talk to 5 people within that property that you have already. I would say, I would say take it a notch even further. I would say, hey, do the whole block. Do the whole block, because they're going to see you at that house all the time. They're going to be driving to their homes. Just do the whole block and put door hangers and do the whole block. Just do the whole block. Talk to the people on that whole block. Don't just do 5. If there's 10 there on the block or 12 on the block, do all 12 of them. See if you can gain you an extra customer within that other 5 or 6 people that you talk to. So just don't do 5. Just do the whole block. I would say that. Another thing that I would do is, if you don't have it already, I would get a Google web page. You know, when I got my Google web page, I think Google contacted me. I'm not sure how you go about it, but Google contacted me and said, hey, do you want us to create a web page or a free website for you? And it's only going to be $300 and it's for life. And I said, that sounds pretty good. Let's do it. $300, because sometimes if you're not good at the computers and creating you a web page, that creating a web page sometimes can be frustrating and stuff like that, especially if you're not savvy with the computer and things like that. So if you have to have somebody create a web page for you, they might charge you $1,200. They might charge you $2,300. They might charge you $2,000, to create you a nice web page and stuff like that. And then I think each year throughout the month, you're paying to keep that web page up and about. So I thought that was a good idea for me at the time. Hey, Google, create me a page. I send them photos. I put photos in, this and that. They just put something together, and then I got it for life. So I did that route. If you can figure out how to do that, get a hold of Google, or, reach out to Google marketing or something like that, where they could create you a web page. That's going to be where a lot of your leads come in. That way you could get referrals. You can get they can leave you reviews and stuff like that. And once you get over those 30 reviews, it kind of people will start hitting you up even more after you get 30 reviews. It kind of puts you in a different bracket as far as you'll get when somebody's searching for you, you might pop up more often because you got great reviews. So you can do that to get you a web page, get a hold of Google, pay the lifetime fee for it, get you a web page, because that's where a lot of your customers are going to come from. And then all the little added stuff that you could do to it would be like, so you got your door hangers, you got you a website that you could probably get together. You got flyers, door hangers, you got business cards, try to get you business cards. And what I find that helped out a lot, but they're going to be, casualties of war, is, I call them casualties of war, is your yard signs. Get, a decent amount of yard signs. You don't have to do both sides of the yard sign. It's cheaper to just do one-sided yard signs with your logo, phone number, lawn care, big letters, big wording, and then your phone number. You don't have to clutter it all up or anything like that. Just make it simple, but with big lawn care provider or lawn service, and then have your number big too, and that's all you really got to do. And once I used to put those yard signs all over the corners in certain areas, that they allow them to have. You can't do too much of those big signs and HOAs and stuff like that. So they're going to be really casualties of war if you put them in HOA spots. The HOAs want those little small, where people can't really even see it unless they're walking down the street and glance at it. But you want it to be big so you can put it on corners and things like that. Just know that your yard signs are going to be casualty of war, and then you can allow that, like every customer that you get, can I place a sign on the outside of your lawn, or if they stay on a corner, can I place it on a corner, things like that. You could do it like that too. So the yard signs is a good thing, but like I said, they're going to be casualties of war. They're going to end up missing. You're going to have people taking them. You're going to have competition taking them. They're going to blow away, all type of stuff. And another thing you could do is just move those around. If you see them and they've been sitting there for about a week, just move them around somewhere. Just keep them constantly rotating, especially if you can only afford a couple of them. Just keep them rotating. Keep them there for 3 to 5 days, and then, but that's going to take time too. And then when you ride past them, pick them up and then put them somewhere else and rotate them, in the areas that you're trying to hone in on. So that's how you can gain customers. But you're really going to gain customers from your web page. Your web page. You could do Facebook and things like that, but you're going to be paying for those ads to run and all that stuff. But if you want to put your money to work, your door hangers, yard signs, business cards, you got to do all these things on top of having that web page. The web page is going to be the engine that brings a lot of customers to you. So, and it's going to take time. You know what I mean? The harder you hit a certain area, the more successful you're gonna be. You got to keep doing it though. Boom, boom, boom. Constantly flyers, door hangers. Then when the season changes, if you're into the aerations, overseeding, fertilizing, bush trimming, yard spring cleanup, fall cleanup, you're going to be having like flyers and door hangers for all them. And if you want to try to capitalize on all those different type of flyers, I would advise you to go to Andy's, Mike Andy's, and get one of his packages of different door hangers and stuff like that. And that way you could cover everything from what you're doing, yard cleanups, bush. He got them all, so I would stop over there and take a look and see the prices on his advertising door hangers that you can also purchase and stuff. So, but yeah, Vistaprint, go to Vistaprint, get you some business cards. You've been in it for 3 years, so you still a newbie, and you keep on grinding, you keep on hitting it, you're going to get the customers. You're going to get the customers to the point where you're going to be like shooing off people. Then you can pick and choose who you want. I don't want that customer's talking about they can only do 45. This customer over here said I picked up a customer for $55 or $60. I'm going to drop one of my other customers because I got a $60 one. You can start picking and choosing after a while, when you got so much traction of customers coming in. So it's going to take time. I'm not going to say it's easy. It's not easy. It's going to take time. and you're going to grow, but you got to keep doing it. You got to stay consistent. You got to stay consistent. And like I said, head over to Gibson's Lawn Care channel. Check him out, and head over to LJJ Lawn Care. Check him out. And Jeff's Lawn and Landscaping. Check him out. Those are three right now that I've been looking at a lot. And, they kind of line up. They kind of line up the same way that I think as solo and things like that. Everybody's in different positions and different eras of everybody's in their own lane, and everybody's doing their own thing, and everybody's in different positions. But I would check with those guys, because those guys are really doing the 4 days a week. You want to do probably, if you're doing it full time, I would say the best option too is do your cutting for 4 days, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or however you want to switch it up. But cut for 4 days, leave a day open, which is that Friday. Leave the day Friday open for small jobs, bush trimming, landscaping, little mulch jobs, little rock creations, like little landscaping jobs. And you can have that Friday also for makeup days or rain days and things like that. Majority of the time, that's what a lot of the landscaping and lawn care guys do. They work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, have a makeup day / whatever. And then sometime, if you're really pushing it, you can work on a Saturday if you have to push it, and you get jobs and stuff, and you want to still make extra money. But I do advise you to take at least one to 2 days off. Otherwise, you're going to burn yourself out. You need a day to maintenance your stuff, sharpen your blades. That'll be that day for Friday and Saturday, but you want to have a day of rest. You want to relax. You don't want to get burnt out too, because you can get burnt out really quick with the heat beaming down on you, and all the pressure and the calls and you're trying to build your business. It can all be pressure on you. So you got to have that days off, and you got to take days off for your family. If you got a family and things like that, you got to take those days off. You got to try to balance it. You just can't do it if you really want to do that, and you want to do that in the beginning, but eventually you're gonna burn yourself out, and then you're gonna scale back, because you're gonna get, if you got a girlfriend or a wife, you ain't spending enough time with them. If you got kids, you're not gonna be able to go to some of their events, things like that. So you got to have 1 to 2 days of relaxed time, family time. Otherwise, you're going to burn yourself out, So work 4 days a week, have a day for makeups, small jobs, take the 1 to 2 days off for you, your family, rest time, and then get back to work and do the same thing over again. But once you land a customer in the neighborhood that you want to be in, do the whole block. Go far and beyond and do the whole block. Heck, and if you want to go down the next block, do the next block. But if that's the area you want to be in, you want to hit that really hard. That's what I'm going to try to do. That's what I've heard. That's what I've read about. And I'm going to try to implement that. And I hope you implement it too, to try to get more customers. But I'm going to get out of here. This has been long enough. I hope I answered your questions. I hope I helped you out. But it's going to be up to you and your grind, and how far you want to take it, and how dedicated you are to get these customers. Don't pick the customers that just to get them. Don't pick them just because you want to have more customers. Get them because they value your worth, and they're going to pay you what you deserve as far as your premium price. Don't be a low baller. You know what I'm saying? Just keep your prices up there. Keep them fair, premium, and you should do okay. You should do okay. So that's what you want us to do. You want to build it where you're the man. You're the guy. You're the guy that they want. You know, no matter what your price is, they know that you're going to do a good job. And your prices are premium, reasonable, things like that. So just don't lowball. Don't do the injustice that a lot of these guys are doing out here that's lowballing, undercutting, charging cheap prices, because all it's doing is hurting the industry, and you're not conditioning your customers to let them know that, hey, this is a luxury type of service, and these are the luxury type prices that come along with that. You know what I mean? So you'll get the customers long as you stay at it, long as you grind, long as you implement, like trying to do route density and things like that, where you can make the most of your money. And to be truthful with you, you don't need 100 customers as a solo guy. All you really need is probably about 50 to 60, and then you're doing upsells to them, like as far as aerations. If you could get majority of your customers doing aerations and overseeding, man, you making a lot of money doing that. If you could get majority of your customers having spring and fall cleanups, you're making big bucks. If you can have majority of your customers doing bush jobs and fertilizing their yards and things like that, you can make the big bucks with just 50 to 60 customers. You can make double of if you had 100 customers. You can make more than that. But running solo, you know, I say 50 to 60. You know, there's some guys doing 70 and 80, you know, customers and stuff like that. But if you could get 70 to 80 people, and probably 70% of them are doing aerations, overseeding, bush trimming. You know, you putting down fertilizer for them. You're doing spraying, like the concrete and the cracks and the driveways. You're doing like shoveling snow for the driveways and things like that. All these little added upsells, man, you'll go through the roof with your profit, and you only got 50 to 60 people, or you got 60 to 70 people. You know what I mean? So you don't have to have this big number of people. All you got to do is get those same customers to agree to do your upsells that you want to do for the yard. You know, like I said, there's plenty of ways to make money on that same customer if you apply yourself to it and let them know that, hey, this needs to be done. Hey, I could clean your gutters. Hey, if you like getting up on ladders, hey, I could do your gutters. Hey, I could trim these bushes or these shrubs over here. You could tell them, hey, these limbs need to be cut back. You know, you could do a whole bunch of things and just have a small amount of customers, but doubling your profit. So I hope that helped you. Good luck to you, and yeah, you'll get it. You'll get it. Like I said, head over to some of those other channels, ask them questions, and you can get more information to pick and choose what's going to work for your business, and go from there. All right, guys, I'm out. Like, subscribe. Hey, leave comments down in the comments, and maybe we can help others learn how to gain more customers and be successful in the lawn care business. All right, guys, I'm out. Like, subscribe. Hey, check me out on my next video. All right. I know you already subscribed to my channel. Go ahead, subscribe, and then check me out on my next video. All right, guys, I'm out. Peace.